got curious what was inside me 844 3D drill. I was going to do a full strip and reveal for maintenance, but I'm going to have to do this bit. Right, what we got here, can't pull that out of this top end, but I've seen these when I took it apart last time for the gearbox. I'm not going to pull all these out this way. Can't remember what they do. There is come on, there's an indentation. It's something that rotates in there. It's like a selector. It bumps up and down on them. A spring mechanism. Right, let's put it back together before I forget what I'm doing. That bit. What was next? The big spring, I think. Big spring sits on that plate. And then the big number ring selector, and that white bit screws up and down in there, so it applies more pressure. Screws up, it's in number 1 position at the minute, so when it screws out it puts more load on the spring, which then engages the tooth drive at the top here with more pressure, because it's preloaded the spring. So that's how that works. Let's see if I can get it on there. Right, it's on. Let's turn it to that 1 position. Yeah, that's right. If it's in the 1 position, you can get the spring to make sure it's actually in the 1. If it's overextended, it won't push up and down. So it's now lining up. Right, what was next? The torque selector ring with a nub facing down. Bunny, don't eat my drills. Don't eat my drills. Right. Let's have these 2 metal shim things. They drop into the holes either side there, like that. Just to keep that plate down, I think. Don't know what else they do. Right, and then you've got them 2 metal pins. They go through a hole there and there, and they keep the metal plates down. Let's get them in again. I think that's the way it came apart anyway. Bunny, where's that bloody... Right, there is little holes there. Push it. There you go. Push it through and even it up so it holds a little metal plate down. Let's get the other one. I am very sorry for the quality of this. I took this apart and then thought, oh my god, what am I doing? What have I done? It's all going to spring open. I'm never going to get it all back together. Get away! Do not start eating bits and bobs. Get out. Go on. Oily bum. Get out of it. Vermin. Right, these little bits. No, not them little bits. That entire track with the bump towards the front. Like so. And that is the selector for, that's the bump selector for screw, drill and hammer. And this is the ring that pulls, come on folks, this is the ring that pulls the little selectors for that, which are these odd little doobies. Drop them in there, one in the other side, and then that, as you rotate the drive, it drives it up and down into the 3 separate positions. Right, let's put it in the lowest. Ow, my feet. This might have been a bad idea. I nearly bottled it. I couldn't get the chuck off that one. I was going to start with that one, but it was so tight. Need a decent 14mm spanner, other than these thin gauge cycle spanners, which are starting to twist. You can't really see it on that. Right. And then I need a bench vise to put that spanner in the bench vise, and then the big old Allen key in the jaw of the chuck with the left hand thread screw taken out. So that's not the righty tighty, that's a lefty tighty. So, but the chuck is a right tight on its thread arbor. They're not the most fun things to take apart, drills. Right, what am I doing here? Is that right? It's on. Right, that's it. Sorry, it's because of that spring preload. It's got let's put it round to. That is actuating. It's actuating into 3 positions, so that's happy with that. Let's get the camera angle up a bit more and round. And I went and got a Silverline spring clip circlip plier set, cheapy one, just to see what was in here. So put all that into started in there, open it out, come on, come on, right. Right, it's cycling. Right, I'm happy with that. Don't ever take that off again, is the answer to that. The other end is the bit where the gearbox is. And you may have seen these before in the last video. Come on, why won't it focus? Why won't it ever focus? Light bulb, focus. Right, here we go. I did look at these to see if you could replace them, but you'd have to take the black plastic off the end to cycle the chuck jaws all the way out, and you've got no stamp, 1 stamp, and 2 stamp lines for chuck alignment. You have to put them in clockwise order. I'm not sure if you have to put them in the right channel again for the thread to line up, but it's just so that the teeth are flush and flat at the top when you're done. But as I say, it looks like this was heat molded onto the base of that with the little serrations. So getting that off in one bit and then trying to get it back on again, that'd be extremely hard work. And you've got to wind them all the way out with the keyway, so you can't get them out because they back up into the plastic. If you've ever got, I don't know, damaged teeth in there and you want to replace them, you're just going to struggle. It's not worth doing. And this video is already too long. Oh, and that's the clip for the, come here, the face spinner to keep it all enclosed for the whole unit. And I had it apart and I pried it, and it was slightly twisted. I closed it all back up again, so hopefully it will be tight when it goes on there, because that gap was slightly wider than needed. Hopefully that's tightened up. Stop the video, it's too bloody long.